Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel, and today, as you can probably guess, this video is going to be all about Player of the Month Premier League for the month of January, and this is the voting. It is actually now closed, but I feel like this topic is kind of being overlooked by the whole FUT future, not future stars, but the FUT headliners that are in packs right now, and everything heading up to Lunar New Year, which could even be today as I put this video out. But I want to take a look at these cards here and kind of talk to you guys about what I see coming and possible investments, because I feel like this promotion or this SBC Player of the Month is kind of getting overlooked right now. Obviously, Lacazette and Rashford would be probably the two most desirable Player of the Month players that we could get from this selection right here, which the selection is honestly, it's a little bit interesting in itself. If we go look at the Player of the Month contenders, this is on FUTBin, and if we look at the top statistics from this past month in the Premier League, Diego Jota, Leroy Sané, and João Moutinho were all not nominated. Even though they have some pretty good stats, they chose to nominate Ward-Prowse, Lindelof, Heaton ahead of some of these other guys, and I'm not too entirely sure why they did that. But of course, Rashford and Lacazette both had very good months themselves. I think Rashford might be the leader right now. He had 4 games, he had 3 goals, and Manchester United had 3 wins and 1 draw in their fantastic this past month. So obviously Josh King is competitive with him, although his team does have a loss. He has 3 goals, 1 assist, and then Lacazette is down here with 3 goals as well, with 3 wins and 1 loss. So when it comes down to it, I think Rashford, in my eyes, is kind of the front runner at the moment, but Josh King and Lacazette are, they're close right there with him. So I would not be surprised if Rashford won, and that's what I'm going to focus on in this video, and it's going to make for some very interesting implications on the market. So first, I want to look and talk about how much this SBC could cost and what maybe we might see required for this SBC. So English informs and Premier League informs, I think, are just way too, overpriced already. We're looking here at a Troy Deeney card, 81 rated, and he's 17,000 coins. I mean, yes, that is as kind of low as he was in packs. He was 11,000 coins, but this is another discard inform that has risen since he's been out of packs. If it's required for an SBC, could it go to 30K? Yes, it could, but that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. On a lot of those informs, the English and the Premier League guys, they're just way too expensive for my liking, just because I feel like they are inflated already from people already starting to invest in some of those things. So, but here's something that we could invest in. Eric Bailly, 82 rated card. He is 1,000 coins right now. Like, that is pretty cheap for an 82 rated card. And if it is Rashford, there will definitely be some type of Manchester United rating, and that's pretty low for Eric Bailly. As you can see on Xbox, 1,000 coins is pretty low. Same for PS. If you can get him under 1,000 coins on either console, if you're somebody who's not looking like they have a ton of coins, if you have 50,000 coins or less, this could be a good investment for you to get a bunch of, if you want to mass invest in something. And Eric Bailly could be great. This could rise up into the hype as we head in towards Friday when Player of the Month should be released. You could see this Eric Bailly card, maybe hit 2,000 coins, 2,500 to 3,000 coins, and I would definitely sell into the hype if he gets that high before. If he doesn't rise much heading into Friday, that could be something that you ride it out with, because this card will always be 1,000 coins. I don't see him going any lower than that, just because he does have some in-game value to players that don't have a lot of coins. So I think this is a great investment for 1,000 coins. I'm probably going to buy a couple and throw them on my transfer list as well. At least put one in the club, just to see how that goes. But other than that, I mean, Jesse Lingard is at 1.6K. Ander Herrera at 1.9K isn't too bad, but he is 82 rated. Eric Bailly looks like the best investment in my eyes for a gold card. The rest of the high rateds, they're just way too overpriced. Nemanja Matic is 21,000 coins as an 86 rated card. That's just way too expensive in my eyes. I mean, if he was somewhere in like the 16 to 17K range, I would think about it, but there's so many SBCs out right now and so many people have coins that these high rated cards are just getting up too high. Now, those are kind of the main investments that I'm focusing on, the Eric Bailly or maybe the gold informs. One other investment people could be looking at is Rashford's inform himself. And this is something that I kind of went in on. If you've maybe seen in my previous videos, I have actually a lot of these on my transfer list, and I bought them after the new Foot Headliners card came out. That's why you see I have a lot of Rashfords on my transfer list right now. Bought them all for around 115,000 coins or less, and right now it looks like he's about 130, 140. So I have been listing mine up on the market for lazy buyers at about 140, but since he has risen up to that price already, I'm probably going to start listing them higher because I did sell one today for 140. So I'm probably going to start listing them higher as he could continue to rise in the hype, and as his 86 rated card, the new one, is very overpriced in my opinion, at least on Xbox. On PlayStation, he's down under 500k, which I think is a more reasonable value for that card, but right now on Xbox he's 650k, which is crazy. And this is going to be something that we have to watch big time if he does win Player of the Month, because that is going to affect this card's price, and it's all going to depend on how expensive the SBC is, and also what the ratings are and what the stats are on this card. That's going to be the most important thing when it comes to this Player of the Month, is what is this card going to do, because this 86 rated striker card could take a massive dip in price if people panic sell this card to go do the Player of the Month SBC, and that's where I think we need to watch, and we need to be ready on Friday. Although Friday could be Lunar New Year, Friday could be a lot of other hype things coming promotion wise inside of FIFA Ultimate Team. I think this card is going to be something that you guys want to watch big time, just because of the fact that if Rashford gets a striker Player of the Month card, I mean, I think you're going to see that card drop in price a lot from initial panic, and then it could be a great time to buy because that card would be going out of packs very shortly after that. The UCL card down here at about 33,000 coins on Xbox and 26k on PlayStation. Doesn't look like that good of an investment for me, just because I think people realize that these cards are never really required for SBCs. And the gold card himself at 5,000 coins for an 81 rated, he's out of packs right now anyway. I don't see that being a great investment. High rated golds from the Premier League, I mean, we can take a look at these as well. We'll take a look at some Premier League high rated golds, but I just don't see it being something that's very profitable and very, usable for some of these SBCs. And, I just think a lot of the stuff right now is overpriced except a few things. So we'll go minimum rating here of 83 and 80. We'll go to 83 to 86. And check out all these cards. I guess you could pick up some 83s from the Premier League. Some of these guys are decently cheap. Laporte for 3,000 coins. I mean, that's kind of expensive still. David Luiz at 4.4k isn't bad in all honesty. Wow, look at this on PS. So it looks like the PS guys, since you have a lot more supply, it looks like your gold players are a lot cheaper. That could be a very good investment if you're on PlayStation. Let's see if this trend continues. 2,700 for Laporte. What is Juan Mata? Juan Mata is 2,100 coins. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, Juan Mata could be a good investment as well, because if the squad that requires a Manchester United player for the Rashford SBC has a right mid position and you need chemistry, this card could go to 5k very easily. But that's, you're stretching the investment that you're looking at for that right there. Other than that, I mean, I don't see a lot of great gold card investments, as I did mention before, but the Eric Bailly, I think that is a decent investment in himself. 82 rated, 1,000 coins for that card. As I click on the wrong Bailly, I click on Bailey, but I'm gonna look and see if I can find myself one of these Baillys right now for 1,000 coins, even 1,100. You honestly can probably get them on bid as well if you're really looking into. If you really want to get one of these cards on cheap or stack them up. It looks like there's people that are bidding on them, but that could be, I think that's the best investment look in my eyes for this Player of the Month. Other than that, a lot of stuff just seems to be pretty high right now. A lot of the SBC stuff is high. We could look at some possible link investments like a UCL Live Lingard. If that card drops at all heading into this next week, he could be a good pickup as a link investment to Rashford. But obviously you don't really know those things until the Player of the Month is announced. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on some of that stuff. But the biggest thing that we want to keep our eyes on is going to be this other Rashford special card, which actually I can't even search on the market by special just because these cards don't even show up under the special filter yet. But this card is 600,000 coins over here on Xbox. I know it's cheaper on PS, so that's fine, but I really think there could be some panic on this card. His player of the month should be an 86 or an 87 rated, and if it came out being an 87 rated striker or an 86 rated striker with similar or better stats than this card, you would definitely see this new headliner card drop in price, and this card will not get upgraded to his player of the month because this card only gets upgraded by Inform's man of the matches or team of the group stage. So this card will not get upgraded with his player of the month card. It will stay the same, and that's one thing I think people will have questions about. But this is going to be interesting to keep watch on, and I don't think a lot of people are looking at it right now, which makes me even more interested in it. If you can find any more of these Rashfords for cheap, 130,000 coins on Xbox right now. Let's go back and take a look at them on PS. We'll take a look at some of the graphs for you guys that are on PlayStation. 115K on PS, so that's really low. He's actually pretty low right now on PS. If you can get him for under 110 on PS, I think that's a pretty good deal. Again, I think he could rise to 130 on PS, and at this rate on Xbox, he's pretty rare, so maybe even 150 on Xbox. But again, there should be some decent ways to invest for this, and at least to watch the market for some panic. Although it does look like a lot of the ways we want to invest in some of the gold players might be a little bit inflated right now. But we'll roll with the punches and we'll see what's coming this week. Obviously, if Lunar New Year comes out today, if we get some type of promotion, that could open up a whole new world of investments. If we do get some panic selling on the Rashford card, if we get some panic selling on some gold cards or whatnot. So that's something to keep in mind as well. If you like this video, smash a thumbs up on it. Comment down below who you think is going to win Player of the Month. If you think there are any good investments out there that I'm overlooking, love to have conversations down below. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's been Nate, the Foot Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.